210 Southern Cal, UDX 791.
Yeah, we did hear a station coming on back. Bring it on back. Where's your QTH out there? I'm just testing out an old radio that I restored. This is an old school SBE radio from 1979, and just wondering how it's working out, because I like this radio, so I put the effort to fix it back up.
It sounds Q5 out here, buddy. Now that you told me where you are, I know where you're. I know where to point my antenna, so I'm pointed right at you. Your antenna, your radio sounding Q5 up here. Great audio, very nice signal, way up into the red.
Hey, copy that. Yeah, I'm in San Bernardino, California. San Bernardino, so yeah, you're booming in now. I got you locked in. Where's your QTH real quick?
Okay, we're due north of you on the Gulf Islands off the the Pacific coast of Canada. We're out here on the Gulf Islands.
Hey man, you're getting into my back door, because I'm pointed towards Florida, and I got a 3-element Mako, and you're booming in, man. You got hell of a good signal, bro. What are you running?
I'm running my beam is a 3-element flat side Serio SY3, pointed your way, and then I'm running a RCI 2980WX with a D104 and a Texas Star high drive 500 amp, but I got it turned way down, about 50 watts right now.
Hey, copy that on the Texas Star. I have one of those Texas Stars. It's not in line right now, but it puts out more than what I'm doing right now. But I'm doing about 100 right now, 100 whiskeys. But I do got a 500V, and I know what you're talking about. Those are good amplifiers. And I also got one of those Texas Star modulators, but I got to redo it to make it Class AB1, because those are really only made for AM. But I do like the modulator, because when I use it on AM, it really has excellent swing, but that has nothing to do with sideband. But unfortunately, I can't use that thing on sideband because it shatters, but I'm going to redo it.
Okay, awesome, man. No, they are good. That's cool to have the modulator. I got a couple of Texas Star high drive amps here, variables. I got a 350 as well. I've been using them for years. I got my 350 hooked up to one of my old TRC 458s there. But yeah, no, they're good. I have it turned way down. Right now, I'm between 50 and 100 whiskeys coming at you. But it's amazing how Skip works. If you're getting me off the back side of your beam, it's like last night I was talking to a guy over in Honolulu, and I got a guy in Illinois calling me, and the guy in Illinois was booming in off the back side of the antenna.
It's funny, you know, I'm new to the beams. I've only had it for about 9 months, and maybe 6 months, and I'm learning about it, and it's a whole new world versus vertical, and it's interesting. What I find interesting is maybe you come across this experience. When people are shooting skip, when I had the vertical before, if there was somebody like 600 to 800 miles away talking to Australia on my vertical, I could never hear that person. But with the beam, I can hear everybody, even somebody in Northern California talking skip to Australia. I can hear them barely, but I hear them. I wasn't able to do that before with the vertical, so it's interesting having a flat side.
Oh, it's the same here, man. Exactly, and that's the way these horizontal beams work. Awesome for the DX, and awesome for pulling in signals you wouldn't have pulled in before on the vertical polarity, right? So last night I was listening to a QSO between a guy in Hawaii and a guy southeast of Seattle. Now, Seattle is about 100 miles south of me as the crow flies, but that's too far to talk local and too close for skip, so it would be short skip. But the guy in Seattle, he was coming in at about 3S units here, which is pretty rare, but I'm still picking them up.
Yeah, I forget what you call that. There's a name for it in amateur radio, but that's what's really cool. So, yeah, it's amazing that I'm not even pointed at you, but you're getting in. And trust me, it has something to do with both antennas being, we basically have the same antenna, and we're both flat. Hey, I'm going to let you go. I don't want to tie it up out here. I'm glad my radio's working. I appreciate the comeback. This is my first contact since I had the guy at the shop redo this radio and align it. I picked it up at a swap meet, and it had some issues, but it just needed a cleaning and an alignment, and I'm glad it's working. I didn't pay that much for it, but it's a damn good radio. It's called an SBE Land Command.
Awesome, man. It sounds really nice. 1979, huh? That's when I bought the radio for my mobile, for my truck. I bought it, a Citizen MPL5, and I'm still using it in my truck. I bought it new in 79. I love the old radios. I still use my old radios I bought in the 70s.
Yeah, you know, it's weird. I got the new Striker 955, and I think it's just because I might be like you, man. If we grew up with the old radios, we're just partial to them. They may not necessarily be better, but I don't know, man. I just like the old base stations. I even got a Tram D300, if you know what that is. It has the same board as this radio, but SBE Land Commands have always been quality radios before they, went out of business.
Yeah, I know the Tram. I definitely know the Tram radio. I actually run a Tram 300 mag mount antenna on my roof of my truck. No, Tram made some good radios. I love the old stuff from the 70s, and I'm still running my same radio I bought in 1977. It's just a little AM one, but I still use it every so often. You know what? Still works fine.
Yeah, that's a good damn deal, man. Yeah, I won't get rid of my base station Tram because it was tuned up by a very good, one of the best techs we ever had in Southern Cal. He went by the name Dr. Bill Good, and he was an Army engineer, retired, and he just pretty much, that's what he did for a career after he got out of the service. He just repaired ham radios and CBs, and he actually helped design, he designed the board for the company, what was it called, the RCI 2900 and 2950. He designed that radio. He improved on it because the Chinese didn't have a good receive on that radio, but anyways, he perfected it. They came to him and he redid it for them.
That is so cool, man. How awesome is that? I have a couple of I have a 2970 DX, and then I'm talking the 2980, and I mean, I like the new radios. I like the new radios, as well. I just don't like the new meters on some of the radios where they're the digital, kind of like new school stuff. Like on my RCI 2970, it's got those little bars that kind of light up there. I don't like that stuff. I like looking at a meter. And I'm not really into push button stuff. I like more dials on them.
Hey, copy that. Yeah, it kind of reminds me. They came out with the new radio. Chris Holland at Superior CB over there in Ontario helped with the design of a new radio called the Longhorn, and it puts out a lot of watts, but it has a regular meter. I saw, just like the old school.
That's exactly what I like, and that's what I'm using right now is a big base station, RCI 29WX, and it's got 2 meters in the front here, and it's the only push button on this thing is the on and off power. That's it. Everything's dials.
Hey, copy that. What kind of mic are you using right now?
I'm running a D104 Lollipop, but I got her turned way down.
Yeah, you know what? The clarity of that, you're punching right through. You know what I've always liked, if I can pick up, since you're talking sideband, is to pick up the sideband head for those D104s. I got one of those too, but I'm running a Shure microphone right now. You remember the old school 526Ts? That's what I'm using right now.
Oh yeah, no, I know them well, man. And yeah, your audio is 100%, no doubt about it. And you're way up into the red. Like if I'm still coming in off the back of your beam, it's unbelievable because you're up into the red constantly.
Yeah, for all I know, my beam, the spacing might be a little bit off when I put it together, and it may be leaking. I don't know, man. It's hard to say, but I love it. All this time, I've been on the radio for like 35 years off and on, and I've always never believed in the 3-element beam. I always thought, I had no idea they can kick ass. And could you imagine if you had a 4-element? It doesn't even matter. I totally underestimated what a 3-element can do. It blows me away that I talk around the world on this. I mean, I've even talked to India on the free band on the 3-element beam.
Well, I believe it. Oh, absolutely, man. I've talked all over Europe on this thing. Wherever I want to talk, I pretty much talk on this. You know, I've had a few beams up over the years since the 1970s. Very first beam I had was a V-quad flat side beam, 1978. Put it up. And then in 1980, early 80, I guess it was a 2-element high gain quad eliminator, 2 up on a tower. Ran that for a long time. And then lots of omnidirectionals and stuff. But I've always wanted a 3-element beam. Ever since I laid eyes on one in Radio Shack back in the 70s, that Archer, they sold it as a vertical, but you could flip the mount around and put it horizontal. I always wanted one of those. My buddy put one up. Oh, this was going way back, early 1980s. Put one up about 80 foot on a tower, flat side, 3-element Archer Radio Shack beam, no extra power. I used to hear that guy talk everywhere on it. He ran a big stick on top of it for a vertical. So ever since I, heard him talk all over on that, I says, I always wanted one. And you know what? I finally put one up. I put this one up in September. And I'm very happy with it.
Hey, copy that. Yeah, because, the reason why it's a long story. I live over here where they clip my wings. I put up a big, what do you call that antenna? I forget, but I still got it. I had to take it apart, man. I love the antenna. It kicked ass. What I liked about it, it knocked out all the locals. What is the name of it? It's got the trombone on it. I picked it up. It's like an old school antenna that somebody now put up, and I'm lucky to get it. But it's got the tunable trombone, and when I hooked that up, it kicked some butt. But I thought that there was a guy selling a 3-element beam, an old one for $100, and I said, "Oh, that ain't gonna work." And I put it up. I was shooting skip just as good as the 5/8, or if not better. So what I lost, I gained. So I'm pretty happy with the flat side.
Absolutely, man. No, for the best DX, it's flat side. I mean, I've talked all over on my verticals too, but for the best DX, it's always been flat side for me. And that thing is kicking butt, man. You're like 40 over. 40 over, man. I mean, I'm looking at the meter here. You're so far up into the red. So that was a good choice. Getting that flat side Yagi up there, man, you're going to have a lot more fun with the DX.
Hey, copy that, man. What's your numbers out there, bro? And I'll let you go because I was just tuning in the radio here. But you got 2210 in Southern Cal.
Okay, 2210 Southern Cal. You got Joe here, UDX 791. And I do have a video gate channel. I'm shooting a video gate right now with my camera. So I'll put this video on tonight so you can see how good you're coming in. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see my video gates. I have thousands of them on there.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, I've heard you before. You go by, what is it, Jungle Jim or something like that?
Yeah, it's Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Jungle Joe C like Charlie Video Gates. And I'll get this uploaded tonight. It'll be on by morning because it's a long video and we got crappy Wi-Fi.
Hey, copy. No problem, bro. No, I've heard, accidentally found you on YouTube, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I've been, shooting videos on there for, since 2008. So I got a lot of videos on that. I have 2 YouTube channels. This is my Video Gate channel. So I'm shooting it right now with a handheld camera, and I got the camera on the meter, and you can see how good you're coming in, how good you hear. How good your audio is.
Hey, copy that. I appreciate it. I'll look for the video when I get a chance, bro. I don't have the computer on right now, but I do got access to it. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to talk to you. I've seen your videos before by accident, just, how people have different, and there's a guy from New York that's out there too, broadcasting, so that's cool, man. I'm glad to talk to you, man. You got a hell of a good setup over there, man. It's working good for you.
Thanks for the flowers. Save them for yourself, man. No, you're a good quality station. You know what? You're the only one in there. There's nobody else on this frequency but you.
Hey, copy that. It may just be that they stood by me because it got noisy in there. But I appreciate you giving me a radio check on the old school land command right here. No doubt, man. And I'll talk at you later. This is 2210 Southern Cal. We're gonna be QRT.
All right, 2210. Cheers to you, buddy. Happy DXing. Enjoy that antenna. And you're blasting in here to the Gulf Islands. And look for this video gate. It should be on by tomorrow morning. I'll upload it before I go to bed. And I'll put your number in the title of it. Have a good day. UDX 791. We'll be on the side.
All right, 791. You have a good one.
Good sounding station right there, man, out of Southern Cal. And amazing.